All right, so the next topic,
worship and praise.
Worship and praise. So, all right, so by the time you all might be listening, it might be, I don't know, this might be kind of old news by then, but whatever. By the time we're recording, it's still kind of relevant.
We still gonna talk about it, though. We still gonna talk about it.
So I call this segment WAP and Hip Hop because we're not gonna spend the whole time talking just about the song WAP. As Jamil says, what's it stand for, bro?
Worship and praise.
Worship and praise.
Yeah,
you know
man.
it, bro.
No, it couldn't stand for nothing else,
yeah,
right?
Exactly, bro. But the serious note, everybody knows what it stands for at this time. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this song, so we wanted to get into it. So first, I'm just gonna try to recant what I've seen as the main talking points that are surrounding it. Then we'll give our opinions on it.
Yeah, you go ahead, do your thing, man.
So, WAP comes out. We know what it stands for. They come out with the video. You got Cardi B in it, Meg Thee Stallion in it. Has a feature from Kylie Jenner's in it. She's just being like modeling, I guess. The girl Normandy's in it. So a lot of women were vibing to this because, of course, those are 4 people that a lot of women support, and follow, or they're influential. And at the same time, the song, I think it's safe to call the song very explicit, or you can even go as far as to say vulgar or whatever. So you had a lot of other people, both men and women, but I will say probably predominantly men, criticizing the song for its explicit nature and saying, this is not good for the culture, it's not good for the youth, we're not trying to hear that. Women then come in to say, you men are being hypocritical because you guys had tip drill and I wish I could smash every girl in the world and yada, yada, yada all these years. And y'all sung that
twins.
Yin Yang Twins, bro. Like, y'all sung all that faithfully. And then, but when we do something, now it's a problem. And then, and that started this whole kind of back and forth narrative, about influence of music, etc. What someone has, creative license, culture of hip hop and everything like that. So that's what we're gonna get into. So you wanna go first on your opinion?
No, you take the wheel, bro. So let me ask you this though. So
go ahead.
When you first heard the song, like what was going through your head? When you first heard about it, when I heard about it, when that first, because look, I was thinking about like how it was like pumping it on Instagram and all over YouTube, and I'm sure it was on Facebook. Like, I was like, okay, this song was about this about to be like this about to be like some big deal. I mean, honestly, like when I heard it, I didn't really think it was like, I knew it was vulgar, but it wasn't like as good as what I thought it was gonna be, like in terms of like of a song.
The sound, okay, so you were thinking of the quality of music. You were
like what
they could have did this better, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like. I mean, the imagery.
God, but they could have did this better.
The imagery was like. I mean, there was some good imagery or whatever, but like, not like that. Not like that. I'm saying just like, I can tell that they put a lot of time into like the producers and stuff. They put a lot of time into like making the video, but just the actual song, like the song that you hear on the radio, I just feel, I don't know. Me personally, I just feel like it wasn't like all that. You know what I mean? What you think?
My man said it was some good imagery.
Not like that, bro.
Hey, bro. Stupid, bro. Look, I ain't mad at you. All right, so I mean, when I first heard the song, I mean, at this point, I was like, all right, it's typical. This is what's going on in the rap right now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the whole, I didn't really think too much into the quality of the song. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, the song was all right. Like, as far as like, if you just talking about sound structure to me, like you said, like it was all right. Like, I didn't think it was that much of a banger. I thought it had some points. I like the little sample that it had. So, but anyway, as far as the criticism goes, for me, I honestly see both sides of this conversation because, like, I understand that women in hip hop, hip hop has been largely just a misogynistic, male-dominated sport for the longest. You had some women in there, but they're never, catapulted or championed as much as the men. And then men have taken a lot of license in, degrading women and whatever, like objectifying women in hip hop, specifically, for a long time. So I could understand that women want to come and say, yo, we like turning up too, and sometimes we want to listen to our own perspective of turning up. So I know people, people, and honestly, man, people just like to talk shit, and sometimes just like hearing themselves talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's right, true, and different, you know what I'm saying? They just want to hear themselves talk, wild or reckless. Sometimes music doesn't have to be the deepest thing. Some people just want to get in their car when they after a long day at work, bump on the way home, talk some crazy stuff that they don't really even mean, or they might kind of mean but don't really want to say. They understand it's not the most decent thing. But at the same time, and this is why I said I didn't want to spend this whole thing about WAP, because I feel like if you spent the whole thing just trying to talk about WAP, I feel like that's inherently a little sexist. Because for me, when I hear songs like WAP, just like when I hear other songs, I think, the state of hip hop, man, I feel like it's too concentrated on this area, this hyper-sexualized, druggy, like this very superficial, shallow material. So it's not just WAP. WAP is just, there's two women also doing it, and they got the #1 record doing it. So shout out to them for making a #1 record. And this is not a whole chastisement against like Cardi B or Meg. Like Cardi B, actually, her first album I actually liked. I didn't think it deserved album of the year. I thought Victory Lap should have won that. But Cardi B has had some songs where she's talked about other things, you know what I'm saying? She had Be Careful. She had some songs on her album where she delved into the more deep subject matter. Megan Thee Stallion, I haven't heard too much else from that. From Meg, that's not that. But she can rap. Yeah. So I know she's capable. But I think in general, we have too much of a focal point in rap on this superficial subject matter than we do people talking about real substance, and it's really not the artist's fault. Yeah. It's more the consumer's fault, because whatever you demand is what people will supply. Yeah. Like, I think Cardi B had an Instagram Live where she referenced something like that, and she was talking about, there's other female artists out that put out music, but a lot of people aren't streaming them. I mean, I don't fall in that category because I've been listening to Rhapsody for a long time. I loved Layla's Wisdom and the last album.
That's a big point though, cause like
Chica got real quick. Chica got a new album that's fire. I listened to that whole thing. She's tough. Yeah. But go ahead. Yeah, I was just saying the consumer really dictates it, and I feel like in general, rap needs more. We need more of a balance. It's okay to have fun songs that really don't mean anything, because again, music is subjective. Sometimes you just want to hear something you like. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like we can't just stay there. Like in all of it, we can't completely take away everything else. Like the XXL Freshman, I was listening to it's like 90% nothing and 10% substance. Yeah, nothing. You had like Jack Harlow had a good one, where he had some substance in his little freestyle Polo G. We had a couple more people, but most people are just on the same tip, and I feel like that needs to change, bro.
Yeah. I mean, with me, I think I'm gonna start off just by saying, like, not to take it back to the whole WAP thing, but I just want to make a point that I was thinking about, like when you said it. It's like, like growing up, like I saw it like with how my father, how he was with, how careful he was with, his daughters, and just like us in general, how we treat our daughters growing up, like how we'll say, like just like how you were saying, like how a lot of men had a lot of backlash talking about, well, what type of images is this for the little girls and stuff like that, like how serious we take our little girls.
Yeah.
But it's like for our boys,
let them do whatever.
We let them do, whatever. Yeah. We don't say the same, like, man,
the same song.
You say, like stuff, just stuff like save yourself, don't be out here having sex with this, that, and the other. Don't be doing this. So like when they got these, like, just like how I wouldn't want my daughter to listen to WAP. Why is it all right for me to let my son listen to what you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like why is that value not the same? Right. You get what I'm saying? I think that, and that kind of like lead me into this next, because I mean, when it comes to rapping and spitting, you know what I mean? Like I just got a different perspective. I mean, like you were saying, like when I'm in the gym, like I like listening to Finito by Chief Keef, and I'm talking about I'm a gorilla in the coop, like I be trying to talk to that stuff. I don't live nothing like that, you know what I mean? But I be turned to it. And so I feel like it kind of goes like just to the whole thing. That's what the consumers like to hear.
Yeah.
Like when I'm just chilling, I like to hear like conversationalist rap, like Drake and like Kendrick Lamar is my #1 favorite rapper of all time. Then you got J.Cole, you know, just guys who like get on the mic and really like tell a story and stuff. But it's just like when I'm in the gym, you know, or like I'm about to get ready to go, you know, hoop or something. Like I want to listen to some stuff that's like gonna amp me up, you know. Yeah. But I want to make one quick point though. Like with NLE Chopper, right? I don't know if you've seen. I follow him on Instagram, man. And you know what he's been talking about lately about how spirituality and just like really getting like into like really like deep stuff. And he also said that he doesn't want to make any more vulgar music with him cussing. He don't want to make any. He doesn't want to make like any more music with him cussing and talking about killing folks. I don't know if you saw it, but my thing with that is, and it kind of go back. I don't think that'll make him like, in my opinion, that'll in a sense make him fall off if you think about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's not how he got on. He got on Shotter Flows, you know.
Talking about shooting and killing folks, probably ain't never did none of that stuff. But I mean, that's a whole nother story for another day.
Yeah. And so I think you make some great points. It's also, I mean, well, we can get into, and I really do want to get into, but I don't want to take all the time, man. I want to get into also, there's subject matter, which is kind of what we were talking on. Like, I feel like, we should have some more substance in hip hop. I feel like just the balance is off. I'm not saying there shouldn't be, there's no space for a WAP or there's no space for a Finito or there's no space for NX. Because like he said, I listen to that stuff too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to hoop. I used to, be in the gym, whatever. We always came, March Madness, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's for a certain thing. But at the same time, I feel like the balance is completely off. I feel like for a lot of people, that's the only thing that they're into, which is, your prerogative. But I feel like for certain communities specifically, it does have an influence. And I feel like, right now it's not overwhelmingly for the positive. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we can work on that. And, yeah, but I also wanted to one day we're gonna touch into the actual art of rapping, which I feel like is also kind of being lost. Yeah. Because that was just subject matter. Then we're talking about the whole technical skill side of it.
It's a lot to go with it.
Bro, it's a lot. It's a lot we can do with that.
Yeah, we're gonna say that for another day.
Because I feel like we're gonna run out of time doing that. All right, so we kind of gave our perspective on